Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Lighting Your Sunshine, where we like to shine a light within and empower ourselves. So today, no downloads, but after yesterday's reading, when I looked over and I saw the fairy deck, I really wanted the purple ones. They didn't come out because they weren't meant for that reading, but every time I use these ones, so it's just these ones, magical messages from the fairies. This deck comes to me when I'm in a huge life transition, when things are going to change. It's so accurate every single time. Kind of creeps me out. I love this one. This one has a special place in my heart. And then to use that, we're going to use, what are these? Oracle or Tarot? Archangel, Animal, Oracles. So as I put them down on the table, I knew these ones were going to be purple. But I was kind of shocked to see that these ones were purple. And I was like, ooh, crown shock or something. And I shifted in my chair. And then I was drawn to the purple pot. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting there's something to do with the crown chakra. And yeah, changes are coming. Let's see what's up. Oh, that one wants to come. All right, so we got children and walk away. I know I didn't shuffle that much, but I feel it. And you know what it feels like? It feels sticky. It feels like a sticky situation. So let's just pull more cards and see what's coming up. It has to do with the crown chakra. So spirit. Kids are sticky. We have express your individuality in reverse. Both? No. Two more, they say. And there's two there, so let's take them. All right. So we got daughter and holiday. I'm getting somebody's daughter. I'm seeing, right, with children, daughter, and this walk away energy. I'm getting that there is this kind of, someone's kind of, because obviously this channel is not meant for anyone under 18. So if you're under, I don't know, la la la. No, just kidding. But I'm getting that someone's daughter is kind of going through this transition phase. I feel like this is like teenager or young woman type energy. And there's something to do with the transition. I feel like it's sticky. It's something. Is it like honey mess sticky? Is it something? I don't know. But they're having a really hard time expressing themselves authentically because they don't really know who they are because they were so used to being, right? In this one, there's like this innocence or whatever. You kind of go, and the orange is standing out. I'm seeing more like passion and creativity. There's not so much things set on you. So I feel like, right? And then I see the rosebud is a little bit closed. So, okay, so I'm going to do with the closed rosebud, this one, they're kind of like hanging on to it. It's turned from I see orange as orange could be like masculine or feminine energy, but from it kind of transitioning from this purity of the child into more of a feminine energy, right? We're doing the pink and the purple. And so she's holding on to those fuchsias. And that's what I'm getting. I'm seeing someone kind of open up and blossoming. Because those are fuchsia flowers. And in it, starting to do makeup and hair and things like that. And then when I look as this rosebud keeps opening up, or these flowers keep blossoming on the walk away card, which kind of has the teenager energy, or young woman. It's there's all these flowers all over her, but she's grown these wings. And so to go from I feel like this energy to this energy is just so foreign. This one came first. So it's almost like she looks back at this. And these two are so similar, but this one is yellow and this one's orange. It's almost gone through a cycle, right? We're talking chakras, kind of work through the root into the sacral, into the solar plex. This one needs to learn a little bit of confidence. This one needs to express its joy and passion and just be a silly kid, right? Kids need to have fun. And so I feel like they had that. And then from that, there was a little bit of growing, changing, evolving, a little bit of I'm seeing like puberty, right? Just a little bit of imbalances chemically, kind of like learning how to adjust to the new feelings that you have, and like maybe you develop quicker or something, right? And so I see like her heart, she's kind of like trying to cover up, right? So maybe this is someone kind of going through this phase, and they're not quite in this child energy anymore. It's like a more young woman, and they don't really know how to dress or how to be or how to feel. That's it. How to feel confident in their body, which I feel like is most young women's stories. That's why I love the crone energy. The crone energy has just been through it all. It doesn't care. And it just like is happy to be yourself. But how do you get from this young energy to the crone energy? Well, you have lots of trials and lessons and heartache, and you get so tired of it, and you're just like, I don't care anymore. I'm just going to be happy. So let's actually read a little bit of what these cards say. So when it says to the child, it says your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. What I'm getting from this, your life's purpose is you are connected to your inner child. And that inner child and that joy and that passion, even though you were like very closed up and you're in this like orange, that's your sacral energy. That's your creativity and passion. So that is kind of your life purpose, is to share your passion. So it says your connection with your inner child needs to come back out. Because I feel like this one and this one, it's funny they say, because they're so similar. It's like, okay, in tarot, there's two different stories. There's the major arcana, which is about the fool's journey. And the fool goes off, which is what a child is, right? They go off on their lessons, and then they meet like the emperor, the high priestess, the lovers, all the way up to the world when that cycle is completed. And they should have learned a whole cycle. I'm seeing this more as like, it is a big transformation like that. Obviously, this child kind of went out there and did the life lessons, right, with the red, and completed a cycle until it went to the next chakra, to that confidence. But these two are the same. And so I see it as the minor arcana, and the minor arcana is like the tree of life. And so you start off with one. When it's just you, when you're just this little rosebud, life is easy, right? You go out and do what you want. You don't really have to worry about other people's opinions and ideas and views thrown at you, at who you should be, what you should do, right? Just let kids be kids. That's what I'm hearing. And then from two, we usually have to learn to get along with others, right? Usually a brother or sister comes into the mix, and they help us sort out all the fights within us, so that by the time we go to school, we're not complete little monsters. And so I'm seeing that, right? You come to the other, and you have to learn to give and take and share. And three is about two people coming together and then expanding on it. Picture like a triangle. And so that's what I see, like building and expanding and community, right? You can bring more people in, which I see as you going to school. When you go to school, you make friends, you do all those things, you start to study and learn, and you start to work more on, whereas this one is like pure sacral energy, right? But when you start to go to school and change and transform, I'm seeing people be like, stop being so creative and focused. Like, you need to go to school and you need to hunker down and you need to learn. So kind of coming into that energy, right? We're starting to balance the mind and the heart. Take accountability and have flexibility and go with the flow type energy. And then so from three, it goes to four. And so from branching out into new, four is like, imagine 4 pillars. 4 is stability. Whereas the other one was like strong in that expansion. Well, now it's like really having a good foundation. And sometimes, people don't want to change. They're like, I'm in my safety bubble. I don't want my foundation to change. And then, so that's what 5's all about. 5's like, well, if you don't change, if you keep staying the way you are, you're going to get stagnant. And right, I'm just picturing like an old house that's been like abandoned. And so 5 comes in and it's like chaos energy. It's like pa, 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 pa. wreck it. And so everything kind of gets shook down. And then so from that chaos or that change or that whatever, we come to 6. And so from 6 until 10 is exactly the same as 1 to 5, except 1 to 5 is more like in the survival realm, right? 6 to 10 is like the same lessons, but being more spiritually mindful now. 6 to 10 is all about, like this one said, purpose. How your connection with children is part of your life's purpose. That's your inner child, bringing your purpose. So you went through all this phase, right? You were a kid, you kind of went into this like learning about, first you were just this innocent kid. You're just doing what you want, right? You could have been a tomboy and people are like, whatever, right? Little boy wearing a dress, like, whatever. And then they like get older. And then once you get older, they start to put like stereotypes and roles and things like that. And I see this person's gone through a complete whole change. And so from that, now they're kind of in this new phase. And so I keep hearing that these two are the same. So this is 1 and this is the 6 energy. And so this one said your life's purpose. Your life's purpose is to go out and live your life purpose. So I feel like that's really cool to have walk away. Now you're walking with spirit for your life purpose. But on this person, I feel like after being kind of like rocked at that 5, the change happened. A metamorphosis changed in her wings, right? It started as a rosebud and now they're like fully bloomed roses or flowers. And so I feel like someone's really uncomfortable in their body, especially when it says express your individuality and then with holiday. So I'm seeing someone, right, holiday season, what do? Well, you wear bathing suits, right? So I see someone being so uncomfortable. And it's so funny because like that, getting mad goosebumps. The crone energy is coming in, right? You know when you're younger and you go to like the swimming pool, something, there'd always be like those old ladies like changing, walk around buck naked, and you as a young person was like hiding in your towel, like they don't care. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing someone be at a beach or something and they're in their bathing suit and they're feeling like everyone's looking at you. I just want to say, nobody's looking at you, right? We all have stretch marks or, things that we don't like or disproportions or something. But I find no one's really looking at you. What they're really looking at is your energy. Some look at the physical body, but those are the red flags that you kind of have to work through. And if someone's going to judge you on your body, like those people have a lot of soul work to do within themselves. But what I'm really getting is this yellow. What people see is your confidence, right? Yellow is the solar plexus, but this person's not being confident. So it's almost like by your energy having that insecure feeling, that's what people are looking at. Because they see, like, that's a very pretty girl. And it's, confidence just isn't something that you just wake up with, right? A lot of the time, like I said, how do you get to that crone energy? A lot of heartache and trial and taking the wrong road and doing the wrong path and getting burned one too many times. Lots of people pleasing and never getting anything back until you're finally like, damn, who's filling up my cup? Well, I'm going to fill up my cup. And I don't care what other people think. But I love getting older. Everyone like hates getting old. They're like, right, they don't want gray hair. They don't want to tell people their real age. But getting old is a gift denied by many. So embrace that. I love when people don't dye their gray hair. I think you should just be who you are, right? And I think it's beautiful. But anyways, I'm seeing someone not be comfortable in their body, especially in the chest area. And you know what? When I was little, I could relate to that because I developed quite early. And I remember being in school and having this douchebag in front of me. And he never looked me in the face. He would literally be like looking at my chest the whole time. He would like turn around in class and just stare at my boobs. And I was just like so uncomfortable. I hated it. And I would like laugh, like nervous giggle or whatever because I didn't have the confidence to be like, hey, you. I'm like, I swear too much. I would have swore back then now. I have that person come approach me that way now. Whoo! But that's what I'm getting. I'm just seeing someone in that really awkward stage where people are kind of throwing weird energy at them and they don't like it and they don't know how to ask for it or speak up about it. I feel like they're very uncomfortable when it comes to clothes. I see someone, I don't know, either things are too tight or they're trying to hide behind baggy or something, or they think that they have to dress more provocative than they do, right? They're just trying to, I'm almost seeing someone now also, no, I don't even feel like this person's trying to get attention. This person does not have the confidence. They don't even want the attention. And so let's just pull the next layer of cards as to what this story is about. Like, how can we help this person? Like, obviously you just have to let them grow. Let them go and let them grow. With that walk away, they have to walk their own path. And you want to know what? I didn't read the rest of the cards. So we got some cards down here. But what's the daughter energy? The answers of your questions involves your daughter. So maybe you see your daughter struggling, things like that, and you really want to like reach out and help. Maybe a vacation would be best, like go on a mother-daughter or father-daughter, whatever. I don't know who you are. But I feel like just, going out. I feel like I see someone really wanting to help their daughter. They see that, but what did they show me? They showed me their examples, and so you're their example, right? Because this reading is bringing up someone's daughter. Well, this reading always is about you as well, right? How it's an inside look as your reflection on the outside, and they showed what is their example. And so it's like, how confident do you present yourself? Like, do you lead by example of that? Do you speak up when others say inappropriate things to you and stuff like that, like emotionally regulated? How do you feel in your body, right? When you dress, are you trying to hide something? Are you trying to show something or prove something? I don't know. Is it there for you to express your individuality? I wish when I was younger, when I was learning to do makeup, I don't wear much makeup now, I just wear mascara. But at the time, I used to wear a lot more makeup and think you had to. And I really wish someone would have taught me not to hide your face, right? But to enhance it, right? You hear that all the time. But really, a lot less shines through more. Is what I've learned in my lesson. And I don't know, I guess someone could have told me back then. But back then, it's so funny. I would have like thick black eyeliner, like bright colors of everything. And I remember when I first stopped wearing eyeliner, everyone used to be like, are you okay? Like, you look exhausted. You look bad. And I was like, I didn't feel comfortable not wearing makeup for the first little bit, because I kept getting that comment so much. But like the black eyeliner made me look like more alert. But it's been like, who knows how long, and I don't wear it anymore. And so I don't know, it's just like who you look at yourself in the mirror changes over time too. And I really hope for this person, my wish and intention for them is to find that beauty in themselves and like look in the mirror and love what they see and not try to what's hover? I meant to say cover, but hover. I see hovering people outside them. Again, it's so many situations. I was going to say, I feel like this person just developed and they're so uncomfortable in it. But I'm seeing someone not develop, like be very flat and like that being like there's so many things that will pick ourselves apart. And I really get that it's the chest area. And you know why? I feel like that, like I said, I developed so early, and why it made me so uncomfortable when that person would only talk to my chest is that's where your heart is. That's where your heart chakra is. And I feel like they don't accurately see the important thing, right? And so that's what I see someone's that's the frustration I kind of see is like, you're a brain, you're smart, right? You've done all this. We talked about the child being like, whatever. But then once it kind of came into the daughter and you go to school and you start to like balance the mind and the heart, that's what I feel like this person. And they're like, why don't you see my heart? Like, why is it just you see, and like, what are boobs? Just a bunch of fatty tissue. But yeah, so how many up? I feel like I've talked longer than that. I pulled more cards when it came to the animals. And what did we get? We got wolf in reverse. We got giraffe, the parrot, and then we have the whale in reverse. And the only insight I got was like, look how similar these kind of colors on this card is. The other ones are vastly different, but these two kind of gave me same vibes. So let's see what's up. So wolf in reverse. I heard lone wolf. And this card says, wolf, be independent, but work together. Work together for what? I don't know. Let's figure it out. Because I'm getting this lone wolf vibe. The giraffe is all about aspiring to higher knowledge and wisdom, which I think is interesting because over here we have the whale. And the whale to me is like galactic unconscious wisdom that you tap into. Like they're so wise and they're so smart, but it's in reverse. So there's something still to learn. This one says, live as a fully conscious being. So this person isn't fully conscious yet, right? We're bringing back in that crone energy. That one's fully conscious and they don't give a crap. But when you're young, you still care because you haven't been burned enough. And it sucks to say, but like if you never had any problems and you never had any uncomfortable, if you've never gone out of your comfort zone, if everything was comfort, you would be in that stagnant energy, the stability within your confidence of yourself and your life purpose to follow through on that passion of what that child wants to do, wouldn't have a firm foundation. Anything could rock that because it's never been tested. And you know, like I'm seeing plants and how the ones in the wild seem to always be stronger. And that's because they're like really rooted into the ground. Good roots is important, but I'm seeing someone like the wind, right? The wind's always blowing them around. So they have to like really build that strong strength so that they can learn to be flexible. And so that's why you see some people like, you have to shake your plants, right? It mimics the wind and it makes them kind of grow that backbone. And so that's why I see someone, they're having a very hard time. Okay, so when it came to this wolf, I got lone wolf. I'm getting mad chills right now. I feel so insecure. I feel so scared. Oh, such a sad feeling. Right, everyone's probably gone through this once they were younger, like feminine or masculine. I don't even care. Like even this could be a masculine energy and like could be about like your pecs and muscles, right? We're all picking ourselves apart for things that when we're on the beach, people aren't even looking at you. They look at your energy. So keep working on that energy and that confidence. Because with that lone wolf, I see with this individuality, they don't feel comfortable to like go out there and be a part of something. So I see them starting to isolate themselves. So whoever this story is, it's like mainly daughter energy. But I feel like, you know, as a kid, they were like, yeah, you know, no fear. And then all of a sudden, they just started getting shyer and shyer. And like the things that used to bring them joy, like they used to go love and laugh and play and dance. And they used to sing and they used to do all these things and create. And right, I feel like it's like more, it's just really being scared to be seen now. So they're becoming more of a lone wolf. Where that lone wolf, I get more chills on that. This isolation thing is what spirit really wants to like talk about. I feel like it's signs. They just might be like, you might be like, oh, you know, just every teenager kind of goes through that. Just give them space. And normally I would be like, that's great advice. But in this story, I don't feel like space is what they need. Ask them. Right? I feel like they're going to push you away because that's what teenagers do. But Spirit's saying, be independent, but work together. Still be there because I swear they don't want that. I feel like they're feeling lonely and they want to connect, but they're scared of showing their authentic energy stamp. I feel like clothes are a big issue for them. They don't feel comfortable in it. And so I feel like it's like Spirit keeps showing like this person's starting to, this is like their first real lesson. And like when they get through this is a confidence character building moment. They'll come back, they'll shine. But Spirit's saying two things. I'm seeing shopping spree or something like that. A holiday. I see like a girl's day or father-daughter day or whatever it is. And like going even just to a thrift store and trying different styles, patterns, textures that are out of the norm. I feel like you always go to the same thing, baggy t-shirts, super tight clothes. I don't know what it is. It's something something in between all that. But it's like, I don't know, even just go on YouTube and be like, what's the most flattering outfit for this body type? And so once you actually kind of start that, I feel like you can try these new things. And I feel like these things, like when you look on the rack, you're like, oh no. But you have to try, right? Be as ridiculous as you want. Look at this lady. This is one of those red hat ladies. Have you ever had them? I used to work in a restaurant and all the red hat ladies would come and they'd have these huge, fancy, ridiculous things. They would dress up so silly. But guess what? Those were old ladies because they're in their crone energy and they don't care. They're just like, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to do what I want. I don't care what you think. I respect what you think, but I don't care what you think. Like, it's not going to change my confidence in myself. So this is what this person's kind of going through. It's that first, right? It's from the 6. It's picking yourself back up after that blow, after that uncomfortable whatever, and now going forward with spiritual mindfulness, with purpose. The first go around was just all willy-nilly. And so, yeah, I see shopping spree. I see go out, do things, try new things. They're like, I don't want to try that. It's like, I think that even by them being open to trying things outside their comfort zone, it's just a change room by themselves. No one else has to see this. But it's like how the main thing to get across is not what you look like, it's how you feel in these clothes. I feel like when you feel better or you feel good, like, I don't know, let's say you are big, busted, like something that like a wrap kind of, I don't know, A-line, just, I don't know, search your body style. Colors mean something, textures. And so that's the first thing I see. Just let them try things. That's why I think a thrift store is like the best. You could put on the most silliest things, right? And I think those are things you have to pick too. Pick some things that you think will work, that will work, and then pick some things that are so outrageous and crazy. I feel like that's a moment of learning to be comfortable and learning to express your individuality. The second thing, again, was leading by example for you. How confident are you? Do you go out to the beach in a bathing suit and have that confidence? Or are you still working on that within yourself? Do you try new things or do you try to hide things? Because they're looking up to you and you're kind of their inspiration, especially when they're younger. Eventually, they are going to be independent with this wolf energy, but they are looking up to you and your insecurities kind of overshadow things as well. And the things you say to them in this moment are so impressionable, I'm getting. So aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom. The orange on this, I'm being drawn to the child. And look at this child. It's like sitting here looking way up, and what giraffes are way up here. Like, I just feel how fitting, because obviously I'm not going to talk to a giraffe eye to eye, but maybe this is someone who is super tall, right? Like they are a giraffe and they overtower everyone, and that's an insecurity in that. And so it's like finding confidence. Do you want to know? So who did I always admire? It's always confidence. Whoever I've met, I always found that the women that I always was like, wow, they tended to always exude confidence. It never was like how they looked or whatever. It was how they walked with purpose. I don't know. Purpose is the main thing here. And so this person doesn't really know their purpose yet because they're so young. And like, as it said, there's 2 examples. Finding things outside your comfort zone and then leading by example. But even myself, I don't know about you, but do you know what your purpose is? I feel like there's like inklings, but have you ever seen that thing where it was like RKJR, whatever, Harry Potter writer dude, didn't write her books until she was like in her 30s or 40s in a coffee shop as she was homeless. And Oprah didn't get her big break until she was old. And then every KFC dude was old. All these old people, all these crone people who don't care anymore because they have the confidence. That's when they found their life purpose. And so a lot of the times people are like, school, they're bringing it back to school as a kid. As a kid, you learn your lesson, you're going through that journey, and it's saying like right out of school, you need to go right into college and you need to know what career you want. You need to already know what your purpose is. But I don't think you barely even know who you are, let alone what the purpose is. And I think when you're aligned with your purpose in your career and direction, like it's effortless. It just flows. It just fills up your cup to abundance and overflowing. And this person will get there. And what I'm seeing is just being really shy, being so self-conscious. And what I'm getting is when they're older, that they're going to be so proud of that thing that they're uncomfortable about right now. And it's because whatever it is right now, it says express your individuality. That's what makes them stand out. And they don't want to stand out. They're trying to blend in because they don't want to be like that sore thumb. But I think that's thumbs up. I think you should stand out. 2 thumbs up. So, allow your true self to shine, whoever this is. Let's go back to this holiday. I feel like there's something to do with the holiday. The answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. So I see that as like the shopping spree or something. Or I see you taking them and having a day, having a moment where you're away from the other people's judgments, and maybe you do go to the beach or holiday or something. But I'm seeing like, how do you act in this situation? I feel like you're trying to like really help this person, but the only way that you can help this person also is by being confident and mindful and doing your own shadow work to keep growing to that crone energy, right? That individual of you. Have you gotten yourself to this place where you're in your comfort zone and you don't want to leave it anymore? And it's scary to get out of your comfort zone, but you can't expect other people to get out of their comfort zone if you don't want to grow and get out of your comfort zone. So it's like a lead by example kind of thing, Spirit's saying. So then from that, we have these two. And so parrot, I'm hearing parrot, parent, you working on you, and I don't know, you're a big, they're pushing you away, but you are a big key factor in this. I feel like that's a lot of pressure to be on. It's not like your actions are going to make or break them, but your support will. And the stronger your support is, the more you fill up your own cup. And I'm also hearing the parrot, you know, like parrots like squawk, like, bah, bah, and it's like repeats back. I really feel like with this wolf energy, like what you say and put out, as I said, it doesn't matter much. Maybe it does. Maybe it'll be like that seed planted in the back that grows, right? And it started off as a bud, and now there's all these flowers everywhere. So I see plant positive seeds in yourself, and they will grow outside and inspire everyone. And from that, by you communicating, I don't know, I feel like they're going to push you away, but you don't go too far is what I'm hearing. Give them space when they need space, because nobody likes anything when they feel cornered and they're like, I need space, and then someone's like crouching them. It's like, no, let them breathe, right? Especially the more they can breathe, the more they'll feel themselves in their own energy. And the main thing is like embracing who you are, that whatever it is that makes you stand out is your unique gift. And you're really going through this one cycle. And from this moment, it's a balancing of the mind and heart. And it's only because those two, right, as a kid, we got to just be hard. As a kid, we got to be heart. In school, we have to be just mind. And I see this person learning to blend the two. So that's just what they're going through. Their mind says, no one else is as tall as a giraffe, or, you know, whatever. And then, why does this person only talk to my chest? Why don't they see my heart chakra? And the heart's like, I don't know, these two. And so I feel like it's the first time of them to have this battle within. It's like from young to adult. It's always the weirdest phase, right? You were there. So this parroting parrot says, listen intently to understand. So I feel like that's also important, is like this person wants to share their individuality and express themselves, right? Express your individuality. They want to. But I feel like you could open up the conversation, but you have to listen. I feel like a lot of people would be like, what's wrong with you? Why is this? And they just want to tell that person what to do. I feel like you have to open it up to actually understand, because they're saying they watch you, they mimic you, things like that, but it's not the same. You are you, they are they. So listen. And I think when you listen, there'll be like this one key thing that you hear, and you're like, oh, I have the perfect thing to say now, because you heard. And from that, it's going to give them this like, hi Cooper. It's going to give them like this, like, I feel like it's just going to give pep in their step, and you're going to help them with this stepping into being a fully conscious being. That fully conscious being has the mind and the heart together, like this yin yang blended. I'm going to put one more card and then we'll say goodbye. We got travel. I feel like it was in reverse, but I don't feel like that it means anything. It says an up-and-coming trip proves to be life-changing in positive ways. And so I feel like there's something. Go do something together. And listen. I feel like it will give them space or time. Right? Maybe you're just driving on the travel. It's a long road trip, and you got to open up and get to know each other. See where each person's at on their tree of life journey. Cooper Deuce, I'm just saying goodbye. Can you just hold on 2 seconds? So with that, we'll leave it there. Have a good day. Bye, guys.